Tips to manage a successful sales team? I've got them for you on this episode of the Inside BS Show. Hi, it's Dave Lorenzo, and today we're talking about tips to manage a successful sales team. This is the show that takes you inside business strategy. We share all the insider business secrets with you, and today we're talking about tips to manage a successful sales team. Let me break down for you the 6 areas of this video. Today, the first thing we're going to talk about is what to look for when you're hiring, because hiring is a key element to managing a successful sales team. If you hire the correct people in the first place, they're much easier to manage. So we're going to talk about that. The second thing is how you can help clear the path for everyone. We're going to talk about how you can, as a sales manager or an entrepreneur, a business owner, or the owner of a professional services firm, we're going to talk about how you can optimize your team so that everyone is doing what they do best. The third segment of our time together today is where you spend your time. Managing a successful sales team and all the tips to manage a successful sales team, they don't address how you, as the sales manager, should be spending your time. I'm going to address it today in step 3. In the fourth area of our video, we're going to talk about what you should do with underachievers. So you're the manager of a sales team and you're looking for tips to manage a successful sales team. What do you do with your underachievers? The fifth area that we're going to talk about is how you motivate your sales team. So you want a successful sales team. You're looking for tips to manage a successful sales team. How do you motivate them? I've got that for you in step 5. Step 6, I want you to think about a really important element of management that goes overlooked. And step 6, we cover this incredibly important element of sales management, of managing your professional firm when it comes to growing it. We cover this really important element that goes overlooked all the time. And then in step 7, or the 7th thing that we're going to cover in this video, we're going to talk about the one thing that nobody thinks about when they're thinking about tips to manage a successful sales team. That one thing and a story about that one thing are coming up at the end of our video. You don't want to miss this story because it's all about how I screwed up, and I don't want you to make this mistake when you're managing your sales team. So that's what the video is going to look like today. Let's get into the content. Number 1, the first thing we're talking about is how you bring people on board, hiring people. The most important thing when it comes to hiring and managing your successful sales team, you have to hire for talent and then train on the technical aspects of what you do and what your business does. And I'm going to stress that because it's just so important. You should hire for what the person has inside, what they're made of. You should hire for personality and train them on technical. Let's say you're in medical device sales. It's a very specialized industry. Your products, your services that you provide, the products that you provide to surgeons, they're going to require a huge amount of education. So you don't need to hire somebody who has a background in medical device sales. You need to hire somebody who's a relationship-based sales professional who's worked on developing deep relationships with end users of products or services, and they know how to maximize the lifetime value of those relationships. That is a person with a specific type of personality. They're more strategic. They're highly competitive. They know how to connect with people on an emotional level and develop relationships, and they're service-oriented. Hire for those things. Don't worry about whether or not they know about medical devices. Experience is irrelevant. You're hiring for talent and then training on the technical. Let's say you're looking to hire someone to sell payroll services. I work with a few clients who are in this space. They're payroll service providers. You may think that having someone who has a book of business and is experienced in calling on companies that need payroll services, that's a good way to go because they can go back to all of their accounts and they can sell your service to people they sold other things to. Well, think about the type of person who would do that, right? That's a person who yesterday was saying this company is the best, and today they're saying this company is the best, and they're going to have to in some ways lie or embellish. It's better for you to hire somebody who's ultimately honest and has no experience but has a good personality fit, again, that's a relationship-based sales position. So you're looking for some of the similar things that I just outlined. And then when they go into these people, they're not saying, hey, yesterday I thought this company was better, but now I think this company is better. Why? Because this company's paying me a lot more than this company was paying me. No. The person's going to go in and they're going to say, I know you're with XYZ company, and they do have some great features and benefits. Here's why our solution is better. And they're going to highlight the differences, and they're going to be persistent, and they're going to look to develop a long-term relationship. So hire talent, train technical. Number two, the second element in these tips to manage a successful sales team is you as the manager, you're clearing the path for your sales professionals. So you have to do three things to clear the path for them. Number one, eliminate administrative work. Everybody needs reports, but if you kill your sales executives with reports, they're never going to be able to deliver the results you want. So minimize the administrative activity your salespeople have to do. The second thing you need to do to clear the path for your salespeople is eliminate meetings, internal meetings. Have one meeting a month. You can touch base individually with all of your team members each week. That makes perfect sense to me. But I don't think you should have these meetings that bog them down. Even if they're virtual meetings, don't force your sales team to spend 2 or 3 hours in meetings. That's 2 or 3 hours they could be out selling. They could make a couple of deals in that time period. Clear the path for them by eliminating meetings. The third thing I want you to do is I want you to give them the tools they need to do their job. So part of clearing the path is asking them what they want more of, asking them what they want less of, and then doing everything you can to give them everything they need to be successful. So step number two, help clear the path. That's your role as a sales manager. Make sure you're clearing the path for your sales team. Step number three, item number three in the tips to manage a successful sales team, spend 80% of your time with your top performers. 80% of your time. Forget about the people who suck. The people who suck, we're going to talk about what you're going to do with them in our next tip, but 80% of your time needs to be spent with your best and helping them even perform better. You will get huge productivity out of your top performers if you spend 80% of your time helping them be even more effective. I would go on sales calls with my top performers and I would carry the projector. I would do everything I needed to do to clear the path for them. I would study what their activity was, and I would have heart-to-heart conversations about what they need in order to be more productive. My goal was to help my sales team make as much money as possible. And some of the salespeople that I worked with made more than our CEO. And that was great because they're propelling the company forward. And my role was to help them be successful. So tip number three is spend 80% of your time with your top performers. Tip number four, fire your underachievers quickly. If somebody isn't cutting it by their 90th day on the job, get rid of them. Give people 3 months to be successful. Give them a huge amount of training. Give them role models. Give them people they can emulate. Teach them about the strategies that other successful people in this role have employed. But if they don't get it by the 90th day, if they're not meeting the minimum performance requirements of the position by day 90, you got to get rid of them because they're never going to get it. 90 days is a long time. Basic training in the military where you learn how to survive in the woods alone. You learn how to shoot and kill things. You learn how to do your job in the military. Basic training in the military is less than 90 days. They teach people to be warriors and be fighters in less than 90 days. If you're a salesperson, your top salesperson can't figure out how to do the job with your help in 90 days, they're never going to get it. Get rid of them. It's better to have no one in a role than to have somebody in a role who's going to suck the life out of you, suck the time from your calendar, from you building up your business. The fifth tip in order to manage a successful sales team is track, rank, and publish. Track, rank, and publish. I want you to track everyone's performance. I want you to rank all of your sales professionals, and I want you to publish the results each week. If you're hiring correctly, your salespeople will be competitive, and publishing the results will propel the best forward. It will make the worst feel terrible, and it will help a natural sorting effect take place so you know where to spend your time and who to get rid of. Track, rank, and publish. There is no substitute for this in managing a successful sales team. You got to do it. Step number 6, or tip number 6, reinforce the basics. In every business, in every industry, there are some basics. There are some basic things people need to do in order to be successful. Every week, you should send out an email or a video. My preference is video. Obviously, you know I love video. You should send out a video that highlights one of the basics to help people do their job effectively. And when members of your sales team go into a slump, refer them back to those videos that you've made about the basics. Videos about the basics or written information about the basics and reinforcing the basics, that's going to cut years off of the training programs that you're going to implement, and sharing one of those a week will help people who are going into slumps or help people stay out of slumps, help people recover from slumps. So reinforcing the basics are critical. Speaking of the basics, I've got something for you. I've got a free gift. Scroll down to the bottom of this video. In the description, you'll see a free gift from Dave. Click on that link and you'll get my revenue roadmap. This is a strategy plan for managing a successful sales team. That's right, it's a step-by-step guide to straight line selling. If you teach your team this strategy, you will improve your results. I've seen results improve on the sales teams that I work with who use this strategy by 100% or more. That's right, I've seen people double their results with their sales teams by using my revenue roadmap. Scroll down, click on the link. It's my free gift to you for being a loyal viewer of these videos. I really appreciate you watching. By the way, since you're such a loyal viewer of these videos, let me know what you want to see more of. Go down to the comments and tell me what you want me to make videos on. That's where this video came from. Tips to manage a successful sales team. Somebody asked me, several people asked me in the comments, hey, can you give us more tips to manage a successful sales team? That's why I'm making this video. So let me know in the comments what you want to see more of. Hit the thumbs up if you like this video and subscribe. All right, the last thing. Remember, I told you there's one thing you have to make sure you do as a sales manager, and this is something you're not going to hear anywhere else. If you own your business, this is critically important for you. I just gave you a link to my revenue roadmap, my sales system, my straight line sales system. That is something that I have a lot of confidence in, and when I teach it to sales leaders all over the world, they develop a lot of confidence in it. You have to have confidence in your system, in your sales system, in your selling system, and you have to promote that confidence over and over again with your sales team. If you and your sales team are confident in your selling system, you will move to the top of the charts immediately. Don't sell people on your company, your internally, your salespeople. Don't worry about selling them on the company. Don't sell them on the CEO's vision. Don't even sell them on you. Sell them on the system. Develop confidence in the selling system. And if you develop confidence in the selling system and your salespeople follow it, you'll crush your goals. This has been Tips to Manage a Successful Sales Team. It's the Inside BS Show. We're here every day with a brand new show just like this. Join me back here again tomorrow. Until then, here's hoping you make a great living and live a great life. See you tomorrow.